Young and the Restless spoilers. The wounds inflicted by Adam and Chelsea on Billy and Sally were deep, festering with every passing day. The once vibrant Billy had been reduced to a shadow of his former self, his heart hardened by the betrayal. Sally, who had once been captivated by Adam's charm, was now consumed with anger and regret. The pain they shared drew them closer, and together, they plotted their revenge. Adam, however, was oblivious to the brewing storm. His focus was singular: Connor, his son, whose health had been a source of constant worry. The boy's condition had deteriorated over the past few weeks, and Adam's world revolved around ensuring Connor's well-being. Chelsea, though equally concerned, was more attuned to the lingering threats around them, but she, too, was unaware of the danger that loomed. Billy saw an opportunity in Connor's vulnerability. He knew that striking at Adam through his son would be the most effective way to inflict maximum pain. The thought of it sent shivers down his spine, but the desire for revenge overpowered his moral compass. Billy's plan was simple: he would kidnap Connor and take him far away, beyond the reach of his parents, to a place where Adam and Chelsea could do nothing but despair. Sally, despite her deep-seated hatred for Adam, hesitated. The thought of involving herself in such a dark scheme was terrifying. She imagined the repercussions, the police investigation, the possibility of imprisonment, and the irreversible damage to her own conscience. No, she couldn't do it. Sally made it clear to Billy that she wanted no part in the kidnapping, fearing not just the law, but also the weight of guilt that would surely haunt her. Billy, however, was resolute. He reassured Sally that she would not be implicated, that he would handle everything. His calm demeanor belied the turmoil within, but he remained focused on his goal. The day arrived, and Billy executed his plan with chilling precision. Connor, already fragile, was an easy target. He was taken from his home, and by the time Adam and Chelsea realized he was missing, Billy was already miles away, heading towards a remote cabin deep in the woods. The panic that ensued was immediate and overwhelming. Adam and Chelsea were frantic, their minds racing with possibilities. Connor had been acting erratically in recent days, and they feared the worst: that he had run away in a moment of confusion, or worse, that he had been taken by someone with malicious intent. The police were notified, and a search began, but Adam's mind couldn't shake the growing suspicion that something more sinister was at play. Billy's calmness during the crisis did not go unnoticed. Adam had always known Billy to be passionate, often driven by his emotions, but this time, there was something unsettling about his lack of reaction. Adam began to suspect that Billy might be involved, but he had no proof, and any accusations without evidence would only make things worse. Instead, Adam chose to quietly investigate, keeping a close eye on Billy's every move. Billy, meanwhile, kept Connor hidden, ensuring that the boy was cared for but completely isolated from the outside world. The cabin was stocked with supplies, and Billy made sure that Connor had everything he needed. Despite his anger towards Adam, Billy couldn't bring himself to harm the child. His intention was never to hurt Connor physically, but to strike fear into the hearts of Adam and Chelsea, to make them feel the helplessness and despair that he and Sally had endured. Days passed, and the tension mounted. Chelsea was on the verge of a breakdown, her maternal instincts screaming that something was terribly wrong. Adam, though outwardly composed, was unraveling inside. He began to piece together the clues: Billy's strange behavior, the timing of Connor's disappearance, and the subtle hints that something was being hidden from him. As Adam's suspicions grew, so did his determination to find his son. He started following Billy, watching his movements, noting the odd trips out of town and the unusual phone calls. Adam knew he was close to discovering the truth, but he needed to be careful. Billy was dangerous, especially when cornered, and Adam couldn't afford to make a wrong move. Finally, the moment of truth arrived. Adam tracked Billy to the remote cabin, his heart pounding with a mix of fear and rage. He approached cautiously, not knowing what to expect. As he peered through the window, he saw Connor, unharmed but clearly frightened, sitting quietly on the couch. Billy was there too, pacing the room, his expression a mix of anger and regret. Adam's first instinct was to rush in and grab his son, but he knew that he needed to handle the situation delicately. Bursting in without a plan could put Connor in even more danger. He took a deep breath, his mind racing as he tried to formulate a strategy. Then, an idea struck him, one that could turn the tables on Billy.